Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
2-2 now.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Yo.
Here now the 2-2. Is at the knees and called strike 3.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Into the box now, Oscar Gonzalez. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. The relay throw, and he'll make it to third base safely with only 1 out as the go-ahead run.
The second this thing got past the outfielder, you knew it was at least a double, possibly a triple, but he turns on the afterburners and is safely into third.
So now to the plate, Alex Call, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D, where with the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
2-0 count. The pitch is taken. Strike 1.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
On a line, that's a base hit. Coming in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 7th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Now time called here as the manager pops out of the first base dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Tyler Carr will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Franz Borowitz will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. From the belt, kicks and deals.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Pops this one up. Listy is there for it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Now to the plate, Samuel Cruz singled in his last at bat. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Call is off at first with 2 away. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he fouls this one off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Vierling is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 2-1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Marco Trimble. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike 1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. In the air, down the line in left. Gonzalez moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. And now here is Austin Listy. He struck out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of the reason he's having such good success in this one.
A ball and a strike now. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Stepping in now, Mickey Moniak. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. 8th inning coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead it 2-1. Joel Caesar has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope. Hey, nobody out. Nobody out.
Tried to get some loft to that swing, but it's 1-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
The bat, number 8, designated hitter.
Into the box, Andrew Monasterio, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Clement aboard here at first with nobody out. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. The 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that one yanked just foul. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Now batting, the second baseman, Owen.
In now, Owen Miller. And it's fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Hey, sit him down, strike him out. Here we go.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here as it'll remain second and third, but with 1 away now. Next, it'll be Tyler Freeman. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch to him. In the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score from third. It's now 3-1.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
So the next to bat will be Trenton Brooks. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Sliced hard, but foul. Foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rubber Ducks lead this one 3-1. Danny Young will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Yo. Yeah, hear me? My mic working right?
Nick
Might be too much.
Struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
And that's out number 1.
Yo.
And stepping in, Luke Williams. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
I guess I got it. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit behind, but I'll work it.
Here's the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Might hop on this Outriders or this Call of Duty next. What's up? Talk
Grounded to the right. On to first, and there were 2 down. Up next, Rafael Marchand. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the AB now.
I know closers are known for having the nastiest stuff on the team. Exploding
And speaking of sweets,
fastballs, devastating off speed. But they'd be lying if they didn't say they wanted a 2-run, 3-run lead. That's exactly what this guy has a chance to do. Hand it to that monster in the 9th with a 2-run lead.
1-1. Strike 2 swinging.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You can tell he was out in
My
front
head
on
said
that
on,
slider.
so
I
what's
think he goes to the well one more time. You can tell he was out in front of that slider.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Talk to me.
Bases are empty here with 2 men. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 3-2 one more time. Line hard to center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 8 fulls. Rubber Ducks lead it 3-1. Peter Hershiser enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So kicking off the top of the 9th is Oscar Gonzalez. Trying to extend their lead here before the bottom of the inning. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
They have no contracts ever. Sounds pretty sweet. And speaking of sweets.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
3-2.
Alex Call is on deck.
I'm dead.
I know it's the right thing to do. Take your shot. Protect your family and your friends.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
You don't know, no.
Fouled off.
What? I don't know your language, what you said.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Digging in next, Alex Cole. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this. Only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-0 on the way. And this is lined softly here to the left side, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Swing and a liner. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw won't get him.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his battery, made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A 1 pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Jonathan Hennigan enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. At the plate now, Samuel Cruz, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. With runners in scoring position this season, Cruz is below. So now to the plate, Marco Trimble. He flew out in his last AB. And now the first pitch, drilled to the left side. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
So next to bat will be Austin Listy. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Randolph over at second. Trimble at first, 2 out in the inning. Swing and a line drive. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Rubber Ducks jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Josh Wolf takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Ramon Rosso pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Robert Broom wraps it up with a save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thanks for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show as we set our sights on the Phils. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Of course, it would have been tough for you to pull that off, Danny, being a left-handed pitcher. A few of the infield positions might have given you a hard time.
Yeah, it would have been difficult in my situation, Matt, being a lefty, because other than first base or one of the corner outfield spots, I think I would have had a difficult time playing third, short, or second. So my work would have been on the mound or probably one of the corner outfield spots.
Gets the fastball in here, and he's in control 0-2. He's a hot name as a two-way prospect, a real rarity in the minor leagues. Were there any players you guys came up with that could have done this?
You know, it's funny. It bring up a lot of great memories. I think back, you know, guys like Mike Hampton. He certainly felt like, to me, not only could he pound that cutter in, but man, he could handle the stick. Carlos Zambrano took some of the best BP I've ever seen, just absolute moonshots. But the one guy that comes to mind...
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Now to the plate, here is Marco Trimble. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
That's long. He's getting me, but it's cool.
And there he goes towards second.